Hello everybody. I want to do this short video today about Charles Adelson's dental malpractice claims and lawsuits, and I have found a lot of information about two lawsuits that were filed against Charles Adelson for medical malpractice, and I have wanted to talk about this for a little while, and I stumbled upon these malpractice lawsuits, and I really didn't think that this pertained to Katherine's trial, but now the more that I look at Charles Adelson's lawsuits over the years, I think that it is really good character evidence to see that Charlie has been involved in lawsuits filed against him and lawsuits that he filed against people over the years. There's so many that I'm going to split them into different categories, and this is my second video. The first one I did pertain to his injury claim from a car accident that was in 2013. There have been other car accidents, but I will unpack all of this as it comes to me. I feel like I'm drinking out of the fire hose here, you guys. People have asked if Charles Adelson is still practicing the dental industry, and he actually is. Thank you to one of my channel subscribers said that the Adelson Institute is in fact closed, but right now he is actually practicing in Port St. Lucie, periodontics, accepting new patients. Be sure to call ahead. So we have all this information here. Okay, I saw that his experience and background checks, there's one board action found, and so it says disciplinary action has been taken, and it says no malpractice claims in Florida have been found, which is not true. Let me first go to this particular case, which I have the PDF here, which was claimed. This is his most recent claim. This was filed on March 8 of 2019, and this Department of Health versus Charles Adelson. He settled through his insurance company with this patient. They required that Charlie take continuing education, keeping his records on his patient. So he has to take, within 12 months, he has to take continuing education and his work on implants. So most of these lawsuits are pertaining to implants that were put in too soon or the wrong teeth being extracted. He has to take 3 hours of record keeping and work on implant dentistry, home study courses. This is the latest lawsuit, and I have to believe that this is part of the reason that the Adelson Institute was in fact closed. I want to tell you exactly what happened in this case, because there's 20 pages of documents that I'm scrolling through with this case alone. There's so many cases, you guys. I'm just trying to get through. Okay, on August 20th of 2011, the patient had tooth 21 extracted, and then placements of implants in teeth 17, 18, 21, 29, 30, 31. Bone grafting was placed at 21. The rule requires each dentist to maintain written records of each patient and medical history, etc. So Charlie did not have proper records with this patient. He failed to document the patient's records and the type of graft, manufacturer, etc. After the surgery, the respondent provided the patient with his cell phone number, and then the patient responded soon after in complaints of numbness, which she then again complained of numbness and tingling in her lower lip. Okay, she noted extent of nerve injury. Charlie noted the extent of nerve injury, but did not provide any treatment. September 1st of 2011, she complained again of numbness in her lower lip. The minimum standards of performance and diagnosis of treatment in the practice of dentistry require that dentists must not place additional implants around the suspected area of nerve injury without allowing the patient adequate healing time. So he failed to allow the adequate healing time. So it looks like there was overwhelming evidence that there was some injury caused, and so the amount of $187,000 was paid off to this patient, I believe from his insurance. And so there was some disciplinary action taken on Charlie. This was not actually the first case, you guys, of Charlie's malpractice cases in his dentistry. We see this case where this individual, the case that we just went over, this was a case in 2019 and it looks like it was settled, and the date of the occurrence was 2016. The date reported to the insurer was 2018. So she was complaining of the numbness and lost some of her nerve sensation, which is horrible, from an implant that was put in too soon. So this is the date of the lawsuit that I just went over. The date of the final deposition was 2019. Charlie had to pay $8,000 from the Adelson Institute. Okay, so moving on, that report is the latest report. This next report is, this woman's name is Jamila Maddox. She filed a claim against Charlie in, I believe this was filed in, that was submitted on July 6th of 2011. And okay, the date reported to her insurer was 2009. So this was quite a bit before. She alleged that the wrong tooth was extracted, and she had extraction of two teeth, number 7 and number 9, and the totally wrong tooth was extracted, number 10. So Charlie wasn't held completely responsible because there was another dentist, Dr. Miller, and it was under the direction of Dr. Miller, that the referring dentist, that he said the tooth 10 needed to be extracted. So the date of the final deposition was May 11th of 2011. Charlie had to pay $30,000 in defenses, and he also had to pay $8,000. So Charlie's had to pay a lot. His family's had to pay a lot for these legal defense of the Adelson Institute. I believe that they just settled that case through their insurance. And so there's 2 malpractice claims. They've been fighting those over the years. And I have to also believe that one reason they wanted Wendy in South Florida was to help Adelson Institute with legal advice, because they were spending so much money on lawyers with Charlie's lawsuits. And the next video I'm going to do is Charlie's paternity lawsuit case with the mother of his child. And I want to kind of dig deeper into some of his injury claims and suing of, there's another case where he's suing the legal software company, and there's a lot more, you guys. So just please stay tuned, and I'm going to try to keep this organized and as concise as I can. And I hope everyone's having a wonderful new year and holiday, you guys. Thank you so much for listening and liking and subscribing. Have a wonderful day.